Hi, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Zach.
And welcome back to our channel. Today,
we're making some decisions.
Ooh. Welcome back. Pardon my coronavirus cut, which is basically no cut whatsoever. So I can't tell. It's such a small screen. I can't really tell if my hair is appropriate or not. Anyway, welcome back to our channel.
Speaking of,
yes,
the barber shop I go to for my haircuts has reopened, and the girl who cuts my hair is booked solid for the next month.
Yeah, if you thought the toilet paper shortage was
bad, I want to go in at 9 a.m.
If you thought the finding toilet paper and soap was hard, just try to find a hair appointment over this next month or so. It's gonna be crazy. So we haven't really talked much about the coronavirus stuff. I mean, we have, but we haven't been putting out normal videos and everything. Since our last video that we put out, though, Disney has partially reopened. Disney Springs is now open.
Well, parts of Disney Springs.
Parts of Disney Springs are still are open. We haven't been over there yet because there's nothing really that I would want to go over there for right now. None of the Disney stores are open yet. Those won't be open until this coming week, and I think
then that's only 2 stores and 1 mobile order restaurant.
So it's kind of but I was watching the Tim Tracker's video about Disney Springs and all the different social distancing signs and the procedures that they have in place. And I think that's the first time that it really dawned on me that pin trading is over. It's like, until there's a vaccine, we're not pin trading in the park. We need to let that kind of ruminate in our heads here a little bit. Is like, there's no socially distant, safe way of me going up to a cast member, looking at their lanyard and, trading pins with them. So even with a mask, right? So it's like, this is, I think, honestly, I think pin trading is just kind of going to be done until there's a vaccine. So this is, for the next year or so, I don't see pin trading as being a thing at Disney. I would be really surprised if it was. I mean, I think they'll still sell limited edition pins. The pin store will probably still be open, but the cast members will probably not be wearing lanyards. There probably won't be hidden Mickey pins or anything like that. Those will probably all stay.
The pin events are probably done.
Pin events are pretty much done because you can't put a whole bunch of people in a convention room and let them go around and so until things change, I don't know what the landscaping of pin trading is going to be with. It's pretty much just going to be buying limited edition pins,
which is largely what we do anyway.
Yeah. And we've been able to buy them with Disney being closed. Like, here's the Stitch. I think I showed this on a previous video, but
they do.
Shop Disney has had them, which it kind of sucks because it's like $6 shipping, and
they sell out fast.
And you don't get your pass holder discount. And
apparently there's issues with bots and people skipping lines, and
it also comes in a ridiculous box. The boxes, if you've gotten a pin on Shop Disney, it comes in a box that's like, this huge box shows up at your door, and you're just like, what the heck did I buy? And then you go out there and it's like this huge box with a single pin in it. I was like, wow, that's some packaging.
I got the mug from the Minnie Mouse Tiki Room collection because I forgot it went on sale at like 10 a.m. And then that was the only thing left in stock. And it came in a box, which then had another box in it, which then had the box containing the mug in it. So I'm like,
it was a big box.
Why?
Yeah. But that's not what we're here for today.
No.
We are here today because we were tagged.
And also, we could be completely wrong about the pin trading thing. We'll just have to see what happens.
Yeah, this is my belief. This is all just my opinion. I have no inside knowledge there whatsoever.
But yes.
But if you have a counter argument to that, comments down below. Let us know. Give us some hope.
And I know there's some comments on our last video that we haven't replied to. We'll get around to it.
Wow. Somebody didn't do their job.
You have access to the YouTube account too.
Edit the videos, and we divide and conquer.
Yes. So we were tagged by Dan over at Dan's Video Mosaic.
Hi, Dan.
Hi, Dan. In a Would You Rather Disney Parks Edition tag.
Would you rather pin trade or not pin trade?
Right now? I would rather be able to go to the parks and just enjoy what's there, regardless of whether I can trade pins or not.
All right.
I don't think that's one of the questions. But
okay. I was just throwing that out there.
So this is a list of 10 questions where we pick which thing we would rather do.
All right, excellent.
No pins involved.
Excellent. What's the first question?
Would you rather have a free dining plan of your choice or a free Plaid VIP tour guide to skip the lines on your trip?
I would rather have the tour guide.
I would also rather have the tour guide. We're locals, so the dining plan makes absolutely 0 sense for us ever, even if it's free.
Yeah, because it's kind of tacked on with your room, and it's like, honestly, we don't eat at Disney. I mean, there's restaurants
eat at Disney
around,
a lot,
but there's restaurants around Disney that we can eat at too that are not Disney restaurants. So.
And the VIP tours are ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
So
that was easy.
Yeah.
Next,
would you rather win a free 2-day trip to a Disney park of your choice where you can ride anything?
Yes.
Or win a free 5-day trip to a Disney park of your choice, but you can't ride any rides, only enjoy transportation, railroad, monorail, main street vehicles, skyliner, etc., and food and drinks. So less time in the parks, but you can ride whatever you want, or more time in the parks, but you can eat and drink and only ride non-ride transportation.
I kind of feel like 2 days is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm thinking of all the other Disney parks that we could go to, because obviously, let's just get this right out of the way, we wouldn't choose Walt Disney World.
No.
It's an hour up the road. We can go there anytime. So we would be choosing Tokyo Disneyland, Shanghai, Paris, or California. And I don't think any of those parks are more than a 2-day adventure
and
anyway.
If you really try, you can do, for example, like we did 2 days when we went to California.
Yeah.
And
you didn't want to do 2 days.
It was my first time at California. Going back, I can see how we can, but I feel like you can do California in 1 day if you really try.
But I mean, the reason we did 2 days is because we went and saw Fantasmic one night and went to World of Color the next night. So we did 2 different dinner package shows, kind of a thing. And so that was important. Also, still the only place that has a nighttime parade. So, yeah, which wasn't during our trip. Anyway, not important. I would choose the 2-day. All of that is to say I would choose the 2-day.
Honestly, it's gonna I would need to look at the list of rides at all the other parks.
Yeah, but the 2-day doesn't say that you can't eat and drink. It just says that you would get to ride rides.
That's true.
Yeah, so
2-day.
Yeah, 2-day.
Also, we haven't done a week at Disney because we're locals and we have no reason to. But it's like,
how many times can we say we're locals in this video? Let's just start a count.
Leave me alone.
Yes. We haven't done a week at Disney.
We haven't done a week at Disney, and honestly, I don't know that I could.
We did, the closest we did to that was we did BlizzCon out in California. So we did like a 3-day convention and then 2 days at Disney. So we were there for 5 days in the same hotel room in the same, actually 6 days in the same place.
But yeah, 2 days. Number 3, would you rather win a dream trip to Disney World in Florida, Hong Kong, and Shanghai, or California, Paris, and Tokyo?
California, Paris, and Tokyo, because I really want to go to Tokyo. I really want to go to Disney Sea. So, and Walt Disney World is kind of I don't need a free vacation there.
Because we're locals?
Because we're locals.
California, Paris, and Tokyo. I've been to California, but it was my first trip there. Yeah. It was not a good experience, and I want to go back now as a more seasoned Disney person.
I don't think it was a bad experience.
Parts of it were. The cast interactions were.
Yeah, cast members in California were not as nice as the ones in Florida in our experience.
Yes.
That's in our experience. Please. Didn't say it. The other thing that gets me is California people tend to be really competitive. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's 9 times out of 10 when somebody's like going like, "Well, our park's better than yours." It seems to be California people that bring that up a lot.
Sorry to any California people we might be offending.
I love all Disney parks, so I'm just putting that out there. I love all Disney parks. It's not a competition.
Yes. Number 4.
Yes.
Would you rather have dinner at Blue Bayou in Disneyland with Walt Disney or Bob Iger to ask any questions you've got?
Well, honestly, I'd rather have dinner with Bob Chapek because he's got more say-so over it than Bob Iger at this point.
That's not an option.
Man, I don't know. I kind of have this thing of, oh wow, this goes off on a tangent that I should probably, let me think how I can edit this mentally in my head really quick. Like, there's been actors and actresses over the years that I have like really enjoyed in a show and went, oh, it would be cool to meet them. They just seem like they'd be a really great person to meet. And then when I see like an interview with them or some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Like slice of life, like some kind of not performance, but just like a candid video of them with them interacting with other people. And I'm like, oh, they're absolutely nothing like that character whatsoever. Like Kelsey Grammer's a good example of this. Like Kelsey Grammer played Fraser Crane. Oh, he'd be awesome to meet. It would be really cool. And then, Kelsey Grammer in real life is a Republican and, is kind of diametrically opposed belief-wise to Fraser Crane. So it's just kind of like, oh, no, I wouldn't have a very good time talking to him. So that would be my fear with all of this, is to say that would be my fear with Walt Disney. Is Walt Disney, I have an image of who Walt Disney is.
And you don't want that image to be shattered.
And I don't want to ruin that. So I would rather have dinner with Bob Chapek. I know it's not a choice. I'm ordering off menu.
Of the two, Bob Iger, just because he was at the helm for so long.
Bob Iger arguably was amazing at what he did. Yes. I mean, he brought the modern Disney company, owning Lucasfilm, Pixar, and Marvel. It's like these are things that he didn't like go out and buy them after they probably he's like saw, oh, this is something we need to scoop up and to make. And it's like, so I like Bob Iger a lot.
That being said,
yes, if
it was Bob Chapek, I would love for the chance to ask him about all those supposed hashtag budget cuts.
But that's kind of your job as the person that runs the area that he was running.
All those things that certain unscrupulous sites on the internet like to claim are budget cuts.
No, I would love to get to know Bob Chapek. I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he's gotten maligned.
Number 5.
Would
you rather spend 10 minutes in the Utilidor System at DisneyWorld or 5 minutes in Walt's apartment and 5 minutes in the inner workings of the Matterhorn at Disneyland?
I'm going to go with Walt's apartment in the Matterhorn just because Utilidors are really just kind of hallways. They're cool, but they're hallways.
We were supposed to go on a Keys to the Kingdom tour for your birthday back in March, and we still will, but that was like 2 weeks after the parks closed.
Yeah. Wah, wah.
Because we have the option of doing the Keys to the Kingdom tour basically whenever we want, and California is a 4-hour plane ride and whatnot, the Disneyland option. Number 6. Would you rather have Cars Land or Galaxy's Edge be closed during your entire next trip to Disneyland, California?
Galaxy's Edge, because we have one here. I am not a huge Star Wars fan. I'm more of a Star Trek fan. And I think I really like Cars Land. I kind of like Flo's Cafe. I like the cone, the
cozy cone.
The cozy cones where you can get the popcorn and the ice cream and the churros. And I like the Cars ride. Like it's the identical track apparently to Test Track here, but it's so much of a better ride.
Maybe if and when Chevy's contract ends, they'll retheme it.
Possibly. Not at Epcot, though. Probably not. Yeah.
And cause a firestorm.
Anyway, no. So what was I would rather Galaxy's Edge be closed because it's just not, there's not a lot there for me.
Galaxy's Edge for the exact same reasons. I do not care about Star Wars. Sorry to any of our viewers who are Star Wars fans.
That being said, we've ridden Rise of the Resistance and it's awesome. It's just, we've done it.
Yep, done it. Yeah. Probably will do it again, not in a rush.
Yeah.
Number 7. Would you rather have a starring role on a float of your choice in the Main Street Electrical Parade or a starring role in Fantasmic?
So I feel like this is an easy one because if I'm on a float in the Main Street Electrical Parade, you're going to see me the entire way down the parade route, right? It's, hello, hello. I can't think of a starring role in Fantasmic. There's so few. Like, there's no actors in Fantasmic, right? It's like they're on the boat at the end, and there's some dancers on stage, and then there's Mickey, right? There's not, and if in Florida there's Pocahontas and the crew. I guess in California you have the Peter Pan pirate ship crew, but yeah, I would rather do the parade.
I would rather do the parade as well because I've seen videos of the Main Street Electrical Parade, but I've never seen the Main Street Electrical Parade, much less been in it. Ooh. So that option. However, if I had to be a character in Fantasmic, I'd like to be Ariel because she gets hazard pay.
That's right. If you've never seen if you've never seen that, Google it on just search for it on YouTube. Search for Ariel Fantasmic. When the boat goes around the corner, there's fireworks that are about to go off, and so all the performers have to be safely inside the compartment in the thing. But Ariel, with her fins, can't move, so Prince Eric just throws a blanket over her, and but she gets hazard pay for that
because she's out during live fireworks.
Because she's just sitting outside with a blanket on her head during live fireworks.
Number 8. Would you rather time travel to July 17th, 1955, and witness opening day at Disneyland, or to July 17th, 2035 to witness the opening of the time capsule?
I am definitely a future guy, so I would want to go 2035 all the way.
I didn't know they buried a time capsule. So 2035. Also, I don't want to get stuck in the concrete.
Yeah. Only if you're wearing high heels. So
I have a few pairs of boots with some high heels, so would you rather Disneyland reopen the Skyway or the People Mover?
So I would rather them reopen the People Mover so people will shut the hell up about it. I rode rocket rods, and I thought it was fun. But I guess it did some structural damage to the track, and so now they can't do anything there. The Sky Buckets is... I remember riding the Sky Buckets as a kid, and it was kind of one of those things that took you out of the magic because you were up over the top of the buildings and you could see the facades and whatnot. It wasn't... Yeah, it kind of lost something.
It's kind of like seeing all those aerial shots of construction and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like when you're down on the ground, you don't see all the show buildings and all the backstage utility areas. And it's like when you see it from above, you're reminded that this is...
Yeah.
What you see is not what you get.
Yeah.
I don't have any particular attraction to either of those things because I never rode them. But I would like to see the Disneyland People Mover, I guess, because I like the Disney World People Mover.
It's the same
catching on fire.
Same simple, it's the same concept. They just had different cars.
It's a nice way to take a break.
Yeah, they had different cars.
And finally, would you rather meet and get photos with every character you would ever want to meet with no wait? Or get every trading pin or Mickey ears you have ever wanted?
Oh, this is...
Really, Dan?
This is...
Or whomever created this tag.
This is way too easy. No, I would want to get every trading pin that I would ever want.
Yeah. No question whatsoever.
I mean, I don't want to spoil anything.
Also, meet and greets are... I mean, they may be a thing, but they're going to be a very awkward thing.
I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. But that's not actually Pluto.
It's just some guy in a suit.
It's just a guy in a suit, right? It's just like, that's not actually Pocahontas. It's like, that's not actually Mulan. It's just, they're very nice people.
Yes.
We have a friend that hangs out with Chip and Dale. But, it's not actually Chip and Dale.
So yes, trading pins by absolutely no.
Well, there you go. Easy peasy. So now what do?
We tag people.
And we're late to this.
So if we tag you and you've already done this, sorry.
Let's see.
Should we tag those people we name drop way too much?
No, we should because they beat us in a game. They were out for blood in that Corrin tournament that was run by the Disney sisters. Yeah. We competed on there with the Leffersons, and they were very
vicious,
very hostile.
Well, I mean, we did beat them in 2 pin challenges by 1 point each time.
It's true.
With absolutely no shenanigans, Garrett Lefferson.
True. No, let's go for some. So I know Mr. David and Mr. Ian were excited that we tagged them the last time. So let's tag them again. Mr. David, Mr. Ian, you were tagged, and then also and Crazy Kylie 14, because she actually just recently tagged us in another pin video that we have to do, so we need to get that done this week. So yes, so Crazy Kylie, you were also tagged. Our apologies if you guys have already been tagged by someone else. I've already done that. Doesn't matter. Ours is more important, so do it. All right. If you like what we do here on this channel, then make sure you give us a big thumbs up.
Leave comments. I promise we will eventually get around to replying to them.
He will get around to replying to them. And if you want to reach out to us on the socials, information is down below in the doobly-doo. So.
And until next time, whenever that may be,
see you real soon.
See you real soon.